Understand things factually and then respond. After all, whether you like it or not, you may be a bankrupt country, a splintered country, a confused country, a radicalized country, and you may have been made a terror haven by the United States. But you must still have some modicum of self-respect.
No, radicalized more than India. You have people like Modi over there as Prime Minister.
Now the question is
more radicalized than India.
Taimur, are you giving me another schoolboyish argument? Now listen to me. This man...
Schoolboy, like you are having an argument, please. You're talking about extremism and terrorism.
No, you just said,
this whole thing.
You just gave me a schoolboyish argument, so I made an observation. What's the problem there? Listen to me. This man, Abdul Basit, is a High Commissioner to India. His job as a diplomat might include furthering Pakistani relations with China. Be logical, yeah, think about it. It does not include working against Indian interests by negotiating with Bhutan while living on Indian soil. So first and foremost,
why aren't you getting the message? Why aren't you getting the message? The message is very clear.
The only message I'm getting
is getting isolated in the region.
No, I'll tell you the message I'm getting. I'm getting a message.
Pakistan and China.
Listen,
Taimur, a solution in the region.
Taimur, I'm getting a message. You know what the message is?
You're repeating
the message I'm getting is that you're a lapdog of the Chinese.
You're repeating the same.
The message we are all getting is that you're a lapdog of the Chinese. That's the message we are getting. GD Bakshi is on the debate. GD Bakshi and Shafkat Said, please.
You remain what you are.
Why are you so much baffled by this?
Shafkat and GD Bakshi, please.
So short of decency. Arnab, you are so shamefully short of decency and norms that this is the way you conduct your program.
Taimur,
look at the term and terminology that you have to use.
Kindly listen to me. Kindly listen to me. Let's have a rational debate. Kindly listen.
Sure.
Taimur, kindly listen. You were talking of the isolation of India. May I, Colonel Saab, kindly, let's not talk over one another. एक दूसरे को सुन लीजिए. देखिए, Taimur was talking of the isolation of India. May I remind you of last year when the SAARC conference had to be held in Islamabad. Do you recount what happened? Every single country in the SAARC region refused to come to Islamabad.
Let me remind you, sir. Let me remind you, sir. Let me remind you one more thing. That India. Let me remind you, sir. That India is not having any good relations with China. India is not having any good relations with Kashmir. India is not having good relations with Pakistan, with Sri Lanka either.
He said he would take action against you.
What do you want in the region?
I would like to remind you of what the Afghan president said. Why is it that all your neighbors are sick and tired of you? Have you ever introspected? Have you ever looked within?
President, the whole Afghan government is a joke now.
Behavior like this, that India and China are having a dispute. You want to snuggle yourself in the fond hope that the Chinese will go to war with India. And like hyenas, you will jump into White House.
I'm not saying that China or Pakistan will go to war with India. India going to take its people.